the Davey Mac Sports Program Spooky Halloween Spectacular, where we talk the sports and the Halloween. My favorite Halloween costume ever was probably the one where I wore a ski mask, grabbed a gun, and trick-or-treated my local bank. I trick-or-treated those fuckers out of $50,000. I back Robin Roy Harder. And here's your Halloween host, the Midnight Rider, baby!
Woo! Oh, thank you so much, Roy Harder. From the top of the mountain to the bottom of the canyon, the East Side Dave has gone away on this very spooky spectacular of Hallows Eve and Halloween. But tonight, all night long, it's the Midnight Rider, baby. We're going to be talking the baseball. We're going to be talking the basketball. We're going to be talking the football. We're going to be talking the ponies. We're going to be riding the ponies, Roy Harder. We're going to be drinking IPAs. Because the one thing that the Midnight Rider is also celebrating is East Side Dave's birthday, baby. That's right. No, but yeah, thank you, Roy Hardens.
I wish East Side Dave a happy birthday the next time I see him.
Yeah, I will give all kinds of messages that you might have to East Side Dave. I have a carrier pigeon that will be absolutely efficient. Or I could even get in touch with East Side Dave through various smoke signal systems. Okay, I know many native peoples, the Aztecs, the Incas, the Mexicanos, who are very adept at the smoke signals. We got all kinds of way of getting in touch with East Side Dave, Roy Hortons. But let me tell you something, it's not about the East Side Dave, baby. It's about the Midnight Rider, daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to be talking the sports, and we're going to be drinking the drinks. We're going to be celebrating East Side Dave's birthday. We're going to be celebrating Halloween. The Midnight Rider might even play a song for you. The Midnight Rider might even tell a spooky story or two. And the Midnight Rider is also going to do some things like put people on the shadow list, baby. And the problem that I'm having today is that it's Monday and the New York Football Giants went from 6-1 to 6-2. And the whole point was they lost to the Seattle Seahawks. Okay, and the reason why they lose to the Seattle Seahawks was because a young man named Dick James. I believe he calls himself Richie, but I call himself Dick. And so Dick James goes out there. He kind of had who's the guy from with the clock around his neck? The black rapper, the rapper.
Oh, boy. You're thinking of NWA.
Flavor Flav.
Flavor Flav. Thank you.
Yeah, boy.
Thank you very much, Roy Hortons.
That was actually Robert.
Apparently, Roy knows as much about hip hop as the Rider does, baby.
Yeah.
Because, Flavor Flav is who I was going for. Robert, give yourself 50 Rider points, by the way. And we will be totaling up those points at the end of the program. And we will be declaring a winner of the program. Should it be a Robert? Should it be a Roy? Should it be somebody else? We got a live stream going on live on YouTube. We are doing this live, baby. And if you have a question for the Midnight Rider, and we deem it acceptable question, may I say, then Robert may in fact read your question live right here on the air, daddy. Yeah. So we got a very big interactive Halloween Spooktacular East Side Dave Birthday Bash Return of the Midnight Rider episode. Come on, give me some applause now, baby. Woo! Thank you so much. Robert, how's you doing, baby, on a Halloween? Does Robert like the Halloween? I can tell you the Midnight Rider loves the Halloween. I give all the young lads and lasses a corn dog. Every single time they come to my house, oh yes, Roy Harder.
A corn dog?
Corn dog.
A corn dog. That's what the Rider. I don't do the Snickers. I don't do the Kit Kat. I don't do the Three Musketeers. I met Three Musketeers in a prison once in Rio Grande in 1892. Roy Hardens.
Yeah,
I didn't care for those Three Musketeers. Well, the Three Musketeers, gay prostitutes. That's what we used to call male prostitutes in the Wild West, baby.
The Three Musketeers, huh?
That's what we would call a trifecta of gay male whores. Look at those Three Musketeers over there. We don't know. We don't want their muskets or the musketeers anywhere near us, baby.
Yeah.
Midnight Rider gives out his corn dogs to the young kid. He said, here, kid, here's the corn dog. But the one thing I always do, Roy, in order to get your corn dog, you got to do a little dance when I'm shooting my six, when my Colt revolver around, I'm making them dance. I said, dance for me, kid. Bam, bam, bam. Do a little tap dancing, kid. Bam, bam, bam. Come on, kid. So I shoot some bullets at their feet. And the kids are, oh, Mr. Ryder. Oh no, Mr. Ryder shot my toe off. I go try proving that in court, baby.
You'll get an extra corn dog, kid.
What kind of physical description are you going to have? He was wearing a luchador mask. That's fine. I'll give you 50 guys wearing a luchador mask on AEW right now.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying, Rule Holmes?
I sure do, Gabe.
You love the Halloween?
Midnight Rider?
No, let me say.
It probably gets expensive, Mr. Ryder, buying all those corn dogs. Do you have a lot of money left?
Robert, I've got 2 bits, baby. 2 bits to my name. I spent it all on corn dogs and IPAs, baby. I'm drinking. Here's the one problem I haven't figured out, Robert Roy. I can't really drink my IPA in this cup through the mask. The Ryder's having he didn't get all the logistics worked out before this live stream, I suppose.
You should water.
Would you mind stretching? The Ryder's got to get himself a straw. Very classy, drinking IPAs after. Yeah, stretch for me, please.
Get yourself a beer straw, Mr. Ryder. That's okay.
Stretch for me.
Oh, yeah, Robert.
Oh, yeah, Roy. Thought he would have had one more silver dollar, Roy.
That was some good.
Only got 2 bits.
That must be the conversion.
This'll work.
There you go.
There we go. Oh, yeah. There we go. Who wants to hear a song, baby?
Oh, I'd love a song, Mr.
You love
Ryder.
a song?
Yeah.
You would love a song, Robert? And Roy, what's your Halloween costume? Methamphetamine Santa Claus, I'm assuming, right?
That's correct, Mr. Ryder.
Yeah,
You got it once again.
Yeah, drug addict Santa. That's who you are? Okay, I understand. Heroin Saint Nick. That's the Roy. Here's a song for all of you now. Oh, gosh. Hold on, the damn thing. Oh, here we go. You hear that, Roy?
I sure do. Sounds like you got an amplifier, Mr. Ryder.
Okay, let's do this, Roy. Meet the rider tonight. Meet the rider, meet the rider, meet the rider tonight. You like that song, Roy?
That's a good one, Mr. Ryder. That's really good.
You mocking me, boy?
No, sir.
With that little sarcasm, that I don't know if it's a straw full of IPAs, but I detected a slight sense of sarcasm. You mocking me, boy?
No, sir. As a matter of fact, I was going to say, it rings true to your last hit, Eat Your Brains.
I never heard of it. That was an East Side Dave song.
Oh, good point.
I could try to do it. Eat your brains, we're gonna eat your brains, we're gonna eat your brains tonight.
Yeah.
Eat your brains, we're gonna eat your brains, we're gonna eat your brains tonight. I have no idea what you're talking about, baby. Now let me play you the Rider song. Midnight Rider, the Midnight Rider, the Midnight Rider. The Midnight Rider, the Midnight Rider, the Midnight Rider. I have no idea what you're talking about, Daddy. So you're accusing me of a little bit of plagiarism on the East Side, Dave. Is that what you're talking about, baby?
No, sir. As a matter of fact, when I heard it the second time, I realized the chord structure and arrangement was completely different. My bad.
Drinking a little bit of these IPAs and a happy Halloween to all of you, and I'm feeling so good. Feeling so good. Might even put this crayon in my butt. Robert, can we do that on the YouTube Live and not get kicked off of the television set, internet?
I think we need to come up with a workaround for that.
Who wants to see a crayon go straight in my butt? The IPAs, Roy wants to see it.
I sure do. That would
all right, well, maybe we'll try to figure out a workaround.
Okay. Maybe if you wrap the crayon in a condom, it may be okay. I don't know.
I mean, in my opinion, that would be more than acceptable, Roy Hortons. But the point is, poor little Bobo, Daniel Curlin. He's a good Giants fan. He's one of my friends. He's one of my favorite people. He's a cowboy who I love so much. Right, Hardy, you have no idea how many times Daniel and I have sat by the campfire while I jerk him off.
Oh, I'm sure it's been quite a few times.
You got no idea how many times. We love the New York Football Giants so much, little Daniel. And then I see Daniel going on the Twitter saying about Richie James, the guy who dropped not one, but two punt returns. He fumbled the ball twice for the Giants. It was the single reason why the Giants lost the game to the Seattle Seahawks, 27-13. Both fumbles resulted in Seattle touchdowns. That's your 14-point difference right there, baby. Anyway, Bobo comes on the Twitter machine today, and he goes, oh, ladies and gentlemen, I need Richie James to be put on the Shizer list. And I said, well, listen, that's more of an East Side Dave thing, Bobo, but because I love you so much, I'm going to make one Halloween exception. So the Midnight Rider demands that you, Roy Horta, put Richie James on the Shizer list, Daddy.
Shizer! You're the ones that we despise.
That's it, baby, because Richie James, Dick James is what we call him, Dick. He fucked that game up, baby. Listen, it's all cute, son, to look like Flavor Flav when you're playing well. When you're a good football player and you're getting touchdowns and punt returns and kickoff returns, Daddy, when you're getting the job done, everyone's going to say, oh, look at that guy. He's a good player. And he looked like the Flavor Flavins. The problem is when you suck, looking like Flavor Flavins isn't a good thing. Now everyone's like, this guy is playing as shitty as Flavor Love or whatever that reality show is on, where he met Rocky Ford's wife.
Yeah. If you don't have the talent, you can't dress up like...
Don't act like a jackass, baby.
Don't act like a jackass. Yeah, you can't be a luchador. You can't dress as a luchador Santa if you don't have the talent to back it up. Am I right there?
The Midnight, absolutely right, baby. The Midnight Rider likes to ride his jackass, ride it through the canyon or to the top of the mountains or by the nice little streams. The Rider doesn't want a jackass playing on his football team. The Rider needs to ride that jackass through the canyons. You understand what I'm saying, Roy Hawkins?
I sure do. You could not have been any clearer, Mr. Ryder.
And Halloween, Roy, how is it to you? Do you enjoy Halloween? Is it one of your favorite holidays of the year? You dress up like Santa Claus, I see.
I dress up like Santa Claus, that's right. But I'll tell you one thing. It is, in fact, my favorite favorite holiday of the year. More to do with the time of year than anything. But I will say, this is the first year here in my mansion, I have not had a single trick-or-treater yet. I guess the Iron Gate has, turned a couple kids off.
Well, I mean, it's the Iron Gate. It's also you, Roy, and your reputation are turning families away. I mean, people know what goes on in that household, and the
Santa Claus doesn't make me more inviting. What do you think?
But no right-thinking parent is going to say to their 7 and 8-year-old, "Go to Mr. Horta's house, for some candy." Because you're basically signing your kids up for an abduction at that point. You'd be safer just going to any random white van, with some weirdo. You know what I'm saying, Roy Hawkins?
I did stop giving out candy apples because apparently they found a razor blade.
Because you put it there.
You should hide it better.
We were told. Yeah, I mean, they found the razor blade that you inserted. That's the problem. Those are some of the details, some of the X's and O's that you're leaving out in your story. There, sunshine.
Another one, the Santa hat, you said, makes you friendlier, but the fact that you're just singing "I'm Dreaming of a White Halloween" makes the minorities a little uncomfortable in the neighborhood.
It should. I'm just dreaming of a white Halloween ain't even a song, Roy Horta. It's a white Christmas, and even that is getting a little touchy for the minorities. For you to do a white Halloween, Roy Horta, that is just straight up Aryan, baby, okay? And the Rider don't play. The Rider likes all kind of cowboys and cowgirls, white, black. Well, that's it.
What else?
Those two. Those are my two favorite groups. The whites and the blacks. I would fuck all of them.
Not the reds and the yellows,
cowboy.
right?
Now, let me tell you something else, too. Tom Brady and Gisele are getting a divorce. I'm like, hey, Gisele, baby, you ever date a luchador mask-wearing cowboy, honey? I got a 7.5 centimeter cock that's got your name written all over it, babe. No response. This is what I wrote to Gisele on Twitter, Roy, but no response as of yet. In fact, I believe I've been blocked.
I like how you put it in the metric system because that's her native system.
That's right. Yeah,
you were very considerate, showing how nice you were of her.
I only due to Roy, my familiarity with Roy Harder and his Aryan ways, I know that the Germans prefer metrics and meters. That's true, right, Roy Harder?
Wait, but didn't you say inches?
No, I said 7.25 centimeters of a big midnight rod of Dickens. The problem, everyone's like, there's a new Twitter. There's a new Twitter. You can say whatever you want. So I go on the Twitter and I tweet out Gisele, I'd like to fuck your ass, baby. No response. A blocking. I got a blocking from Gisele Bundchen today.
It's playing hard to get, Mr. Ryder.
Bunch of my ass. Gisele bunching my ass up. You know what I'm saying, Robert?
Yeah.
Robert, hey, listen, Robert, how about Halloween for you? You like Halloween, Robert? What's your costume supposed to be here? I'm not even seeing a costume, am I?
am Aaron Barrett from 2012, lead singer of Real Big Fish.
I love that.
He was going through a bit of a weight gain period during that time, and you may notice I've got the Beautiful Bodies hat on. That was his opening band for that year of touring, so he would obviously have some of their merch.
That's pretty spectacular, Robert. Okay, very nicely. So you're the Real Big Fish guy. That's your costume.
I just kind of looked in the mirror. Kind of looked in the mirror this morning and went, wow, you look like the Real Big Fish guy. And then I got outside and it was Halloween and was like, well, I guess we're rolling with that today, aren't we?
Any questions from you, Robert, about the rider? And
obviously, Mr. Ryder, you're the reason I got into this whole industry. My fandom of you and showing what you could do when you.
I'm such a superstar for all the people. I give people so much rainbows and magic dust. I fill them with the unicorns of their heart. Go ahead, Robert.
You take people's dreams, put them in from my heart, put it into your heart, right?
And then back into their heart. I'll take your dreams, take them from your heart, put them into my heart, and then back into your heart. Sometimes I'll also put them in Roy's heart, dip that around, swirl that around. I'll go into Robert's heart, double dip on that, back into my heart, and then back into your heart. And that's how dreams come true, baby.
Yep, and that's why I have the herpes now.
Okay, we don't need to go into that. I told you, Doc Severson in town will have a nice old-fashioned cure for that. He's got a few leeches. I'm just saying he's got a few spare leeches, Roy. Hold it out. Clear that herpes issue up right away.
Say, maybe we shouldn't be sticking so many dreams into my body.
I did notice that, Roy, after we finished smoking the bowl together on Thursday. I went, what the fuck is that on his upper lip? Son of a bitch.
He got a herpes. He gets herpes. That guy, herpes, he gets them so, Robert, he has so many outbreaks. I call him Herpy the Love Bug. That's your nickname, Roy. Hold on, this very special Halloween Spooky Spectacular Eastside Day birthday episode. I
remember last year around this time you named me Herbie Hancock. I thought that was pretty great. Fantastic.
That was pretty good too. You know what? Give the rider 14 points. That was a good one. All right, Robert. What were you saying? Something about the rider? It's basically your inspiration to a living. And without the rider, you would have jumped off of the George Washington Bridge about 3 months ago.
I wouldn't have even made it to New York, to be honest with you, to get to that bridge. I would have died nameless in Pennsylvania. But unlike Roy, who for some reason, as everybody else's seasonal affective disorder kicks in, he seems to get happier. This time of year is rough for me. I feel like I'm at a point in my life where I could really use just like some guidance and some motivation. And Urban Meyer says you got to find the juice, and I'm not able to find the juice. Could you help me?
Go to the synagogue. You'll find loads of them.
He's not talking about Jews. He said juice. The juice, baby. Juice. Juice, not Jews, baby. Come on, turn up your goddamn miracle ear, Hortons. Robert, what are you struggling with? You don't have the juice with what? Ladies, work. What are we talking about? What's the center of Robert's unhappiness right now, baby?
So the ladies, I'm actually feel like I'm doing all right in that field right now. But mainly like work, and I feel like everybody wants to keep moving up the pole. I feel like I've kind of stagnated, Came out the gates. I was, your buddy Eastside Dave's protege. They were calling me the next Kobe. He was Phil Jackson, and now I feel like I've kind of plateaued.
Yeah.
I just need something to break through that and do something great, like you do on a daily basis.
Okay. Do you have a cowboy hat and luchador mask at the ready, Robert? Because that could be one thing that could help your career. It gives it a little freshness. It gives a little special sauce to it.
Let me run on Amazon real quick. See how
go on to Amazon. Now, what I'm going to tell you this is, Robert, once you get that luchador mask and that red cowboy hat, you are going to have to look inside of your heart, your soul. You're going to have to figure out a way, Robert, that you identify the enemies who are keeping you down in life. There's always going to be an albatross, Robert. There's always going to be someone clutching at our heels like a pair of spurs on a beautiful pair of cowboy boots that the rider earns. Well, you know what I'm saying? There's always going to be someone trying to bring you down. What you need to do is establish that confidence that I am Robert. I am Bobby T. I am a somebody. Come on, say after me, Robert. I am a somebody.
I am a somebody.
My name is Bobby T. I am a superstar.
My name is Bobby T, and I am a superstar.
I don't care what anyone says. I am a goddamn megastar, and if you try telling me different, I'm going to punch you in the face.
I don't care what anybody says. I'm a goddamn megastar, and if you try telling me anything different, I'm going to punch you in the face.
I don't care what anyone says.
I don't care what anyone says.
I'm going to have a major comedy tour or be on Saturday Night Live within 5 years, or
I'm going to have a major comedy tour in 5 years or be on SNL, or
I am going to blow up the Empire State Building.
I'm going to blow up the Empire State Building.
Okay, Roy, send that to the FBI right away, baby. This entire episode was a Robert Sting operation. He's got the Arabic features, and I always think, if not Salman Rushdie, one of those Al Qaeda chaps is sort of what Robert looks like.
I've always suspected that, but have no fear, Mr. Ryder. The tape is on its way to the FBI as we speak.
I knocked down my whole guitar, Roy, but since since you did and you heard it, would you like to hear another song?
Yeah, I'm always down for a tune, Mr. Midnight Rider.
Okay. I shit myself every night.
Woo.
I piss myself every night. I come on myself every night. I piss and shit and fart and fucking do the things on myself tonight. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Those are the things. Those are the plans that I have for this evening, Roy. After I engulf 7 to 10, I would say, IPAs through this very beautiful straw. Sometimes, Roy, I notice that the poo doesn't always stay in the hole, and I don't even know. I think it's a fart. I guess this is what happens when you get into your early 40s, Roy, because you think it's a fart, and the next thing you know, Roy, you're walking around Walgreens. You're trying to buy your package of Lucky Strike cigarettes. Yeah. And then next thing you know, you're feeling something dripping down your leg.
Yeah. I know that feeling.
It wasn't a fart. I excreted a little something. And that something was shit.
Yeah, I know the feeling. I'm sure we all do.
Robert, Halloween. You eat the candy?
I do eat the candy. I'm not a big fan of Halloween, Dave, to be honest with you.
What?
Midnight Rider.
Who?
Mr. Ryder.
Who?
I'm sorry.
Who the hell? What'd you say? What'd you call me?
I accidentally called you Dave. I'm just used to him being in that screen. I apologize. You know me. I'm trying to set things up. I apologize. I know you guys don't bear any similar resemblance or, physical or anything like that, so I apologize.
I don't see anything in common with these, Dave. I have no, look at my face. My face is obviously a luchador mask.
Last week
I have a cowboy hat for hair.
Yeah, last week we watched you wrestle him, so I know you're not the same person.
Yeah.
I know. I apologize.
Most people have hair on their head. I have a cowboy hat. Most people have a face. I have a luchador mask. I mean, there's no similarities. Last time I checked, Eastside Dave has human head, human hair, and human face.
I've never heard him play the guitar live on the show.
Never.
I'll be honest with you, Mr. Ryder. He doesn't know shit about sports, but I'm kind of, as the show's resident sports expert, I'm very curious to see what your opinion is tonight on the World Series game.
Okay, first of all, I do. I want to address. I want to address something that you said, because I mean, sometimes Eastside Dave and I don't get along, and sometimes Eastside Dave and I have a rivalry, if you will. Oh. But to say that he knows jack and shit about sports and Jack left town is just dishonest. You son of a bitch! You goddamn ho Santa morphine fuck.
I don't know, Mr. Ryder. I kind of got to stand up for Roy. It feels like every episode we're bringing the sports knowledge and just Dave's along for the ride.
Let me tell you, both of you two are becoming quick pieces of shit right here live on the DMSP Spooky Spectacular Halloween edition. Now, what was the goddamn fucking question about the World Series? The Phillies and the
Phillies and the Astros are tied in the series tonight, one game apiece.
Thank you for telling me.
I want to know where you stand on this.
Well, you know that I cannot root for the Houston Astros. Though I love the great state of Texas, I've had so many wonderful encounters there with so many beautiful Texas ladies throughout the year. They say they make them bigger in Texas, and they ain't kidding. You know the Rider, he likes them about $2 bills. He likes those. The Midnight Rider likes all of his ladies looking, I would say, like Shirley from What's Happening. That kind of, that's my type. I like them dark, I like them big. I like them with a, big dog. That, ooh, baby. And I just gobble them up like a turkey leg. Ooh, I just lick up and down, and I put the big fat legs in my mouth. And I go, and I eat it like it's a cob of corn, Roy Harder. It's corn on the cob. This is what I like today. My ladies. I like them nice and fat. I like my ladies nice and big and fat and oiled up and buttered up for the Rider. I like them like my biscuits, Roy Hortons. I like them dripping with butter, baby. And I like them fucking me in the ass, but that's a little bit personal.
Oh, dear.
Well, that's what I ask them to do with the corn on the cob holders. You ever see the corn on the cob holders? How come they always come as little pieces of corn on the cob? It gets confusing. It's like, you have a corn on the cob, and then you have two holders, but they're also little corn on the cobs.
I always eat those goddamn things.
Yeah, the Rider gets confused. He's like, when do I stop eating? When do I stop? Where do I begin and where do I finish? Half the time I've eaten one of those little corn on the cob things, I got a spike in my stomach. I gotta go to the local doctor. It's the same guy who operates on Roy's herpes every single week. Now, as far as the World Series goes, I ain't rooting for no Houston Astros. The Rider, despite being somebody who, people have claimed is a dirty cowboy, the Rider would not cheat at sports. That is forbidden in the Rider territory. Yeah. Rider don't play that game. No, the Rider is going with the Philadelphia Phillies, and he's expecting the Philadelphia Phillies to win this in 7 games. It's going to be a long series, Roy Hortons. A long, dramatic series, but the Philadelphia Phillies will emerge as your 2022 Major League Baseball World Series champions, and you can take that to the bank, Jack.
Mr. Ryder.
I just did, Mr. Ryder.
Mr. Ryder, I know you said you hate cheaters, but what did you think about the bat that the Astros player had that MLB would not let him use in Game 2 after Game 1 because it was illegal? And what did you think about the pitcher in Game 2 for the Astros switching gloves from brown to black? And there was a lot of rubbing going on. Isn't
it always something with the Houston Astros? It's always something. There's always some kind of thing going on. There's always somebody. It reminds me of this one cowboy I used to know all the way back then, Roy Hortons. Yeah. His name was Cheating Gus McGee. Oh. We probably knew he wasn't going to, play poker on the up and up just with his goddamn name. One day, Cheating Gus McGee says, he says, poker, like this, and we go, what the hell is that?
He had one card left?
We go, do you think this game is Uno? Cheating Gus. Anyway, he screams poker, and he slams on the table 7 aces. And they were all the ace of hearts. Now, while the Midnight Rider appreciates love just as much as any cowboy, I said to him, what you've done is physically not possible. And also, like Roy Horton said, you've confused poker with Uno, Cheating Gus. That's when I had to take out my shotgun and kill him. Blew his head clean off, Roy Horror. There's nothing there. Here's what his head looks like now. Here's what it looks like. Hey, everybody, I'm Cheating Gus. I don't got no more head. Ugh. I'm a fucking cheating moron. No more head for me. That's right, no more head for you, Cheating Gus. Reminds me of another cheating cowboy. His name is Black Earl Douglas.
Oh, yeah. Heard about this guy.
This is somebody who I remember many times would do things like he would tape over. Other people would be recording things for, say, the radio program, like the Emmys or something like that. The Emmys, the Oscars, the MTV Music Awards, and things like of this nature, Roy Hodge.
I know it
I
well.
remember one time, Roy Hodder, there was a show that had to tape some kind of award. Instead, it got taped over with the Yankee game at 10:30 at night from a certain someone at the XM studio. And here's the thing, like the classless piece of goddamn cow dung that he is, Roy Hutton. He tried to blame it on my good friend Eastside Dave. Well, Earl Douglas, I haven't forgotten. Eastside Dave haven't forgotten. America hasn't forgotten. No one's forgotten. You never apologized to me for that little error. As a result, Earl Douglas, now you own the chandelier, baby.
Scheiße! You're the one that we despise!
Roy Horner, did you see this little thing? You can't make this up. The Los Angeles Lakers are getting off to a shitty season. And of all the celebrities that they chose to give a motivational speech, the LA Lakers had the strange idea to choose Will Smith to give the team a motivational speech.
I heard he's cheap these days.
Yeah.
Good point, Roy.
That kind of makes sense. He was half canceled. I say he's half canceled. I don't think he's all the way. But did you hear what Will Smith said to him, Roy?
No, I did not. Please tell me, Mr.
He got up in front of the team and he says that I want you guys to slap the piss out of the Celtics. You hear what else he said? He said, LeBron, I got your back the way I got Jada's hairline, Daddy.
Oh.
And he closed off with Steph Curry. Keep the Lakers' name out your damn mouth. I'm Will Smith. Fuck you, everybody. And then he walked away. Now, I'm sorry, Roy Horner, but as far as motivational speeches go, I would think that the Midnight Rider would have a fall for period. I'd be like, LeBron James, let me tell you something, baby. You're a 6'9", beautiful black man. That's all I got to say. I would love. Yeah, well, let me say one more thing, LeBron. If that's not motivating you enough, the Rider would not mind being in the locker room when you come out of the shower after a game. Okay, I just would like to see the physique up, close and in person. And if there's no towel on, all the better. Because, Roy, it's just the way the Rider feels. He's such a physique. Now,
Lucy Moody actually had some info on that in the comments, Dave. She said Will Smith said something to them about their parents just wouldn't understand.
I mean, I love it. Because it was a song that Will Smith did when he was such a likable person. Everyone always loved likable Will Smith when he was running around with the people in the Beverly Hills and the man in the Men in Black. That guy. What happened to that guy? No, don't be hitting Chris Rock. Now it's time for a Midnight Rider Spooky Halloween Spectacular ghost story.
Oh, I've been waiting for this one, Mr. Rider.
It was a night like this. 15 years ago. The Midnight Rider went to the bathroom at the XM building. He had to go duty. Poo-poo. Shit. He walked into one of the stalls, but unfortunately there was an occupant there. His name was Chris Pepper Stanley. And the shit that he was taking was the single scariest thing and scariest smelling object the Riders ever experienced. That's the end.
Woo!
Oh, I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight, Mr. Midnight Rider.
Oh, it was very, very scary, Roy. You got to make sure, especially when you're going to the party, you got to make sure you knock on the door. Don't ever open that door and go straight in because, oh, my God, oh, my Lord. Seeing Chris Pepper Stanley at that time, especially with the pants around the ankles and the shit and the smell. Remember that one scene from Seven where there was a big, a large fat corpse on the, he had eaten himself to death?
I sure do.
Remember that part in Seven? Morgan Pitt, Brad Pitt. Yeah. Morgan Freeman, Brad Pitt. Remember that part? That's what Chris Pepper Stanley looked like to me at the time.
I could never figure out why Pepper always takes his shits facing the opposite direction on the toilet. I never thought that was very comfortable.
No, he goes the other way. Well, because he likes to pretend that he's riding a horse, just like the rider. That's his love of the rider. But you're right. He does face the toilet backwards.
Yeah,
that's
the most
really
bizarre thing.
First of all, Roy, hold on. I do want to thank you for starting a very bizarre rumor that I actually hope picks up speed and becomes a viral sensation. Maybe some people can be calling into the Bennington show saying, how come Chris Pepper Stanley sits backwards on the toilet? I think this will be a fantastic, bizarre subplot. Robert, anything for you? Anything for you? I mean, this is a casual Midnight Rider haunted Halloween spooky spectacular, baby, of the Davey Mac Sports Program. We will be back in a regular episode next week, but we're just having fun tonight, baby. First of all, let me give a round of applause to Robert. First of all, very few people would even be wanting to work on Halloween night, Roy Harder, let alone producing and engineering the show tonight, okay?
Yeah.
Now, as for you, Roy, I know that you kind of have a Howard Hughes situation going on these days with your weird mansion in Long Island, where you don't like to go outside and you like to surround yourself with just the jaws of piss and those two nice, friendly dogs of yours.
Yeah, and just my machines. I love my machines. That's it.
Robert, I've been to Roy's house once or twice. His dogs love me.
They are big dogs, Ryder. They are very...
Robert, you know that the Rider's kind of like the St. Francis of Assisi when it comes to animals. You are familiar with St. Francis of Assisi?
I went to his middle school in 7th grade.
Yeah.
And here's one for you. I got his fucking hairline now.
You know what they call them? What in the tougher neighborhoods that they call St. Francis of Assisi?
I'm going to let you explain it to me because I don't want to step on you by accident.
Frank the Pussy is what they call him. In the harder neighborhoods, he's called Frank the Pussy. He ain't St. Francis of Assisi. He's Frank the Pussy. Nevertheless, animals loved him and animals loved me. The one thing that don't love me, Roy Harder, is some of those snakes that walk around. Some of those cobras, baby. Some of those pythons, daddy. Oh, the Rider don't like the snake. The Rider, no, Roy Harder. The Rider's afraid of snakes, baby.
Snakes will jump on you, run around you, jump on your ass, right?
Even though the Rider's got a snake that's 7.5 centimeters long in his pants, in his pantaloons, baby. Roy Harder, you want to see the Rider snake? Huh? Come on, baby. You want to? No. We ain't going there. Come on, baby.
We can't. We're on YouTube, Mr. Ryder. We can't show the snakes on YouTube.
We can't show the snake, daddy? What else is going on? All right, somebody else tell me something about the world of sports.
I had a question for you.
I can't read the show prep because my eyes. The mask won't let me. The mask doesn't let the Rider necessarily see well, baby.
I want to know what the hell's going on with the Brooklyn Nets, dude.
Oh, my Lord.
It's a basketball team.
Let me tell you something about Kyrie Irving. He is the exact same man as Kanye West. Can we all just say Kanye West and Kyrie Irving? Even their names start with K. I mean, my Lord, they are the same person. Kanye West just tweeted out that he don't like Jews and don't trust the Jews. He sounded like Roy Harder, my friends. I mean, what kind of basketball player is this? Especially someone who, hey, Kyrie, I hope you know that Brooklyn does have a few Jewish folks in it, sir. There's a few Jewish folks in New York City. Not the right play. Maybe you want to consider playing for the Utah Jazz, Kyrie Irving. You know, go to Salt Lake City if you're going to have those type of comments. Because Kyrie in New York, those anti-Jewish person comments are really not going to go over, baby.
No, won't serve him very well. What do you think of Ben Simmons, Mr. Midnight Rider?
Ben Simmons is a goddamn fucking choke artist. I get more goddamn fucking work out of my one-legged pony, who I call Stumpy, than fucking Ben Simmons' entire career. Ben Simmons, for the last year and a half, has been stealing more money than Jesse James, Daddy. Ben Simmons can go fuck himself and the train he came in on. Fuck you, Ben Simmons, for stealing money. I'm glad Kim Kardashian dumped your ass.
I think that was Kanye.
Yeah, whatever.
Mr. Ryder, that doesn't sound like you. Normally you're such like a positive, uplifting guy. Maybe you could motivate Ben Simmons to get it done.
Oh, okay, here we go.
You know what I mean? Like the Philly team kind of ruined him. Maybe you could get his psyche back and back in scoring
All
again.
right. Do you have a music bed for me, or should I play the
Give
guitar?
me 1 second and I will have it for you.
Because I swear, Roy Harder, I sit here and I watch the sports. You know, this is what I like to do in life. I like watching the baseball. I like watching the basketball. I like watching the football.
We're like the same guy there.
I will be watching the World Cup this November. I will be watching the soccer. I do enjoy some other sports. I like New Jersey Devils playoff hockey. I can't say I sit there in the regular season. I watch a lot of New York Knicks in the regular season. I watched the Knicks last night get torched by Donovan Mitchell, who all eyes around was saying for years and years and years, the Midnight Rider saw the talent which Donovan Mitchell possesses, and the fact that Donovan Mitchell comes from the Big Apple, wanted to be a New York Knickerbocker, and they gave him nothing. And then last night against the Knicks, Donovan Mitchell scores 38 points and gets 12 assists. Come on, baby. This is what I'm saying. Okay, Robert, what were you saying now?
You were going to give Ben Simmons some motivation to get his game back on track. He was the best player. He was the next Jordan. It all fell apart when he went to Philly and lost his head.
I think I have it.
Whenever you're ready.
Ben Simmons, this is the Midnight Rider talking to you, baby. Now, I could sit here, Mr. Simmons. I could sit here, I could lie to you. I could sit here and try to be your friend. I could try to be your baby, your daddy. But I ain't your baby. I ain't your daddy. I ain't your friend. I'm the Midnight Rider, daddy. You understand? My piece of advice to Ben Simmons, I'm going to keep this nice and quick, Ben. Retire. Quit. Stop playing basketball right fucking now, baby. You don't want to. You don't have it in you. My motivation, my speech, my words of inspiration, all this. Quit. Lock yourself in the room with a PlayStation or a Nintendo Switch. Enjoy the $125 million you made in your NBA career and stop showing up to work because you suck and you ain't getting any better. I'm the Midnight Rider. That's been one more silver dollar.
Wow. I think you're
succinct
right.
and to the point.
Can I sing a song a cappella now? The IPAs are starting to hit me.
Yes, sure. Please, Mr.
This is a cappella. No one needs to do anything. That means you, Roy. Hands up, Roy Harder. Where I can see him. Hands up. All right, go. He rode a blazing saddle. He wore a shining star. His job to offer battle to bad men near and far. He conquered fear and he conquered hate. He turned dark night into day. He raised his blazing saddle or torch to light the way. When bad men's in the west and fear filled the land, a cry went out with a finger thing, and the pig were his in hand. And going far and true, and all that was to say. But out was Sting with a man named Bart, and Bart was his name. Yes, Bart was his name. He rode a blazing saddle, he wore a shining star. His job to offer battle to bad men near and far. He conquered fear and he conquered hate. He turned dark night into day. He raised a blazing saddle, a torch to light the way. Yeah!
That was impressive, Mr. Ryder.
That was all a cappella, Robert. You know what that means?
It
no
means
musical accompaniment.
Oh, that's not what I thought it meant.
Who wants to see the rider with his shirt off?
Once again,
I told you, these IPAs. Who wants to see the rider with no clothes on tonight?
Let's see what the chat says.
Chat me up, baby. On this haunted Halloween Spooky Spectacular East Side Dave birthday edition of the Davey Mac Sports Program.
While we wait for them, what did you think about the Klay Thompson-Devin Booker incident, Mr. Ryder?
Talk to me, Robert. Set me up. I didn't even hear about this. I have so many things. Robert, see, what you didn't understand, the Ryder has been so busy lately.
Absolutely.
Okay, I had at least 4 or 5 beautiful cows get loose the other night. I had to chase them all the way down the goddamn river, up the fucking river, through the goddamn fucking trees, or down the hill in order to get them back. Okay? You know, when the midnight riders chasing bulls and steers and cows and queers all day, okay, and I mean the latter, okay, 53rd and 3rd for the latter. That kind of tires you out, baby. Now,
so
what was that question?
The story kind of starts at the end of last season. If you'll remember, the Suns got knocked out of the playoffs in Game 7 by the Mavs. They were asked in the post-game of Game 6, you know, are you worried about it going to Game 7? They're like, no, it should have been over in 4. And that kind of irritated them. They got bullied in Game 7, so they've come out with like a punch people in the mouth approach to this season, you know, being big and bullies. Well, they're playing the reigning champs, the Warriors. Klay Thompson gets ejected from the game towards the end of the game, and on his way out, he points to Booker and goes, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have more rings than you and your whole organization combined. And
nice.
It starts a scuffle. Like Booker goes after him, got a technical too. But
fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. No. Booker is out of line. Hey, Booker, you're going to talk the talk? Then let Mr. Klay Thompson fucking give you a response and tell you what's up. The fact of the matter is the Golden State Warriors' success totally annihilates any kind of success the Phoenix Suns have had. The Phoenix Suns have been NBA Finals contenders for the last 2 or 3 years, and they can't get shit done. No, Devin Booker, keep that fucking mouth shut and just understand that you're Steph Curry's bitch and yet you're Klay Thompson's bitch, baby.
I couldn't agree with you more. My only issue is the Warriors then did not win the game. And it feels like if you're a Warrior, you got to come back and win that game for Klay at that point, right, Mr. Ryder?
I mean, is one regular season game going to, you know, destroy the Golden State Warriors? I understand your point, Robert, but it's an 82-game NBA regular season, baby.
Yeah, that's true. Very true. I think this is good for the NBA. These are some of the younger guys getting into it with each other. You know what I mean? Kind of passing the torch on from the LeBrons and the ages of old down to the newer guys. Like they're the focal point. I don't know if you saw Steve Nash had to be restrained from going after a ref. It's
Steve Nash is on his last leg. See, listen to me, Robert, right here. The Midnight Rider will make a guarantee, an absolute guarantee right now, right here. live on the Davey Mac Sports Program, Spooky Halloween Spectacular, and that is that Steve Nash will absolutely not make it to the year 2023 as the head coach of the Brooklyn Nets. He will be gone, though. He will be fired.
Wow.
They might as well put Midnight Rider on the sideline. I got all kinds of ideas, all kinds of schemes. I'll be running the 2-3 zone every single goddamn night.
I'm with you, Dave, or Ryder, man. I'm sorry. While got one bold prediction out of you, can we get another? Who do you think's going to win? Right now, way too early. Who's winning the NBA, or who's making it to the NBA Finals? Can we get your two teams?
The New York Knickerbockers will face off against the Dallas Mavericks in the NBA Finals. How about that for a prediction? I know the Knicks just lost last night to the Cleveland Cavaliers. And Donovan Mitchell, the man I desire, scored the 38 points with the 12 assists. But nonetheless, this Jalen Brunson looks very good. A slimmed-down Julius Randle's looking exhilarated, flexible, looking much faster than before. R.J. Barrett's game will continue to evolve. Obi Toppin has looked impressive thus far. You will see the New York Knickerbockers versus the Dallas Mavericks in the NBA Finals in June of 2023. And if that don't happen, I will come back to the Davey Mac Sports Program and I will light Roy Harder on fire. Live on
Oh, nice.
And that's going to do it now. I got to get out of here.
Yeah.
No, listen. I want to thank you all. I want to thank you all. I want to thank Robert. I want to thank Roy Harder. I want to thank the Davey Mac Sports Program audience for hanging out with us on a Halloween. And we didn't think anybody would. But they are. And we thank you. But now it's time. Every good thing must come to an end. Roy Harder, final thoughts.
I got nothing to plug, but it was once again, it was an absolute honor sharing the stage with you, Mr. Midnight Rider.
You're welcome. The Midnight Rider, I love you so much, Roy Harder. You know, to the top, we have been together for 12 years. We have been to the top of the mountain. We have been to the bottom of the canyon.
Oh, yeah, we sure have. Yeah. Sometimes I think we're still there, Mr. Midnight Rider.
That's exactly right. Robert, anything for you?
This Thursday, Mr. Ryder, I know you may not know him as well as Dave, but I and his good buddy Stevie Lou are performing at a 420 club in Rochester, New York with the hilarious and big-boobed Sabrina Piper.
Oh, wow. Well, that sounds absolutely fantastic. I'd love to be there. What kind of show is this? A gun shooting show?
A stand-up comedy show?
A stampede? A what?
Stand-up comedy show. We tell jokes into a microphone.
I mean, is anybody going to be lassoing a bull or something? Or, is there going to be any kind of rodeo situation? Maybe somebody's going to ride a wild boar or something like that,
I mean,
it's just comedy. It's just people on microphone.
I've never seen Sabrina perform. She may ride a wild boar. I'd certainly enjoy that.
So it's just a comedy show?
Just a stand-up comedy show, yeah.
It's just hey, everybody. My name is the Midnight Rider, and welcome to my stand-up show. Hey, how about them airplane peanuts? I never seen how big or small of a bag they give, because the rider's never been on an airplane, baby. The rider only goes by horse, Daddy. Sometimes when the rider has some extra quarters lying around, maybe horse and buggy.
Maybe.
I mean, and what's the deal with the parkway? You drive on a parkway and you park on the driveway. It's like I heard this guy Gallagher saying that joke. You know what I did? I took out my gun and I shot him.
Why?
I said, this is the Midnight Rider Comedy Act. I once murdered Gallagher. That's why everyone thinks it's a fake Gallagher now. Did you know that, Roy?
It's a little tough for me to understand what you're saying.
Did you know that people think that Gallagher is a fake Gallagher these days?
Why? Like a fake McCartney? He died?
Exactly. That's a conspiracy theory going around.
Oh, dear.
Midnight Rider comedy right here. It's like, hey, what's the deal with all these dildos lying around? It's like, who fucking threw all these dildos all over my floor? These are the jokes, ladies and gentlemen, at a Midnight Rider comedy special. Ryder never claimed to be a stand-up comedian, baby. You understand me? All right, listen.
It's better than what you'll see me do Thursday, which is like, hey, I'd never kill
Mr.
myself,
Ryder,
but I'd like to think about it.
What are you doing next week, Mr. Ryder? I'd love to have you back on.
You son of a bitch. Don't you dare stab Eastside Dave in the back, you piece of shit. This is a special, a one-time Halloween Spooky Spectacular one-off. And we're going to get back to the DMSP next Monday. Properly.
Okay.
As for tonight, we want everybody to have a happy Halloween. And I would like Eastside Dave to have a happy birthday on November 1st, baby.
Yeah,
and that's going to do it.
Tell him I said happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Okay, we are all going to tell him that tomorrow. As for tonight, happy birthday, happy Halloween, Roy Horner, Robert. There goes my guitar. I'm the Midnight Rider. Good night, everybody. Yeah!